Hello. There has been much talk, and I have listened through rock and metal and time. So today I'm going to give you a little raw data on this global fire drill we call COVID-19 and why its arrival was inevitable. For starters, there are a few things most viruses share in common. The most important thing for our discussion today is that they have a tendency to kill older people because of their compromised immune systems. H1N1, notable for the 2009 outbreak and the Spanish flu, is the exception, not the rule in this respect. These charts show that from the dawn of recorded history to our current viral outbreak, people over 50 are disproportionately killed by these viruses. Why is this outbreak worse than usual, you might ask? Well, that question can best be answered by two things. The first thing to note is a constant rise in life expectancy. In the 50s and 60s during the Asian and Hong Kong flu pandemics, the average life expectancy was 69 in developed areas and 50 globally.
So, comparatively, a few deaths of people over 50 now is a tragedy, whereas thousands of deaths then was a statistic.
Okay, swiftly moving on. If you check out this chart of the percent of the population in each age group, you'll see a steep climb in the percent of the population under 20. This was caused by the baby boomer generation. Around 1970, there is a steep drop in the population under 20 and a climb in the population between 20 and 50, which represents them growing up. But the most important thing to note is the climb in the percent of the population over 50 in 2000. In 20 years, the rate has climbed to almost 25%. A larger percent of the population than in most of human history is vulnerable to a virus that previously would have had the death rate comparative to a bad flu season. So we're not looking at a higher mortality rate than usual. We're looking at people who have lived so long our previous metrics don't account for them properly. The other factor to note is how and why viruses spread, which can be best explained after more research on my part. However, the most important thing to take from this is the fact that this pandemic is not that bad compared to 60 and 100 years ago. However, these shutdowns and quarantines are a good way to test our preparedness for when a real disease hits. In simpler terms, this was a school fire drill and all the kids are playing in the hallway and hiding under their desks rather than leaving the building in an orderly manner.
Our system barely survived a small contamination. One real pandemic can destroy a country. Were it not for the low mortality rate, this would have depopulated our entire planet. If we don't learn from this, the next one will be far worse.
I just want to let you know all of our sources are down below, and if you'd like to see this topic covered in far better detail by people way more skilled than us, feel free to click one of the links to my left, your right. And thank you for watching.